Welcome back to CFB Nation. I am your co-host of this show because it is Devy Darling and it is myself, Nino Brown, and my guy, Mr. Get It Done, aka D Now. How we doing for this one?
Uh, I'm I'm super excited about this guy. You had said last week wasn't too high. Honestly, I wasn't. Then I watched this guy, and I can see why there's a lot of hype surrounding him. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, he's a special one. They all say that they're special, right? Oh, he's going to be a special one in this class. And I just think he's like a fine wine, right? He gets better with age, and I think
Hmm.
we're just getting to just pop open a package in 2023 with the next Debbie Down on the docket. That'd be Luther Burden, the third, uh, Missouri wide receiver. Before we get to that, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how he got here, right? He's 5'11, 208 pounds, five-star recruit. He went to East St. Louis High School in Illinois. He was East St. Louis Player of the Year his senior year. And we already had him. He was one of the guys on this Devy Darling's circuit that we got. Evan Stewart. He was the number 2 wide receiver behind Evan Stewart in the 2022 class. So Stewart's a dog. So to be up there, we knew he was going to be, hopefully, he's as advertised. Talk to us about at East St. Louis, Dino.
Yeah. So at East St. Louis, his junior year, he played in 5 games, had 35 receptions for 747 yards, 5 touchdowns, and he had a 21.3 yards per catch. Then going into his senior year, he got to play a full season, all 12 games. He had 66 receptions for almost 1,100 yards, 18 touchdowns. He had 16.4 yards per catch. He also had 54 yards rushing and a touchdown on his only carry. Uh, and in his high school career, he had 70 kick returns for 3,377 yards and almost 900 punt return yards with 6 touchdowns, and most in his senior year. I mean, the way he got to play a full season his senior year, but he not only like took it up a notch, he like cranked it to 12.
Yeah.
Just stupid numbers. And then those return numbers alone, like
Yeah. Like,
those are video game numbers, if I'm
hey,
gonna be honest with you.
Dante
So
Hall type numbers. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like he's just. We're gonna break him down and what his attributes are, but like it's his elusiveness, right? And you look at him, and we spoke about it yesterday. Like he plays bigger than the 5'11. Like
Mhm.
he just looks like he's bigger out there. The way he moves, how he can kind of get around guys. Let's just get right in. Like I said, 5-star athlete, right? He played both basketball and football, right? Like I said, he's under 6 feet, but he's got the 208, 210 size, and he plays a little bit bigger than that size. It's right in that. I think right now that NFL range, like that's what they're looking for in those wide receivers, especially when they're twitchy. He added 8 pounds from his freshman year to now, so like he's twitched up and he's got post catch skills. They're dumb. They're stupid. Like I just watched him just this week against K State. Like he catches one on the left side of the field, makes a quick little move to the inside, a little whoop, a little like Keon Coleman whoop, and next thing you know, he's got 6 yards of separation and he's turned up field and there's nobody around him. It's just
Mhm.
insane his attributes and what he can do. Like a ball in his hand, stupid.
Yeah. So what I've noticed about him is he's a physical wide receiver, both pre and post catch.
Yeah,
He's not afraid to get a little body on you, and then also just body you trying to catch it. Um, like we've talked about, he's not the 4.2, 4.3 guy,
right.
but he does have that first step speed off the line, or that initial cut speed to get that separation. Um, he's not 4.3 fast, but if he gets in front of you, you're not catching him.
Yeah,
Um, he with that size, he breaks almost every arm tackle. You got to be physical on him. You got to wrap up, drive the hips. And again, in the open field, he plays a lot faster than what he really is. And if he is in space, he'll he'll run away from you.
Yeah, he can dice you up, and like you said, that initial first step, like he doesn't need that quick speed because that first step already gets him instant separation, right at the line of scrimmage. So,
Hmm.
and it's at Mizzou. I've said multiple times to KT and both Boomer, like I I don't know why he stood in Mizzou during the transfer portal. I thought like with this guy, the hype around him, they didn't really use him, and we're gonna break it down, you know, in a few minutes. His numbers, he didn't get used like I thought he was gonna get used, especially on a
Well,
team last year that really didn't have much in that department.
especially like Dominic Levitt, who he went to high school with, transferred
Right,
out of Missouri. So
right.
like the writing was on the wall that he was gonna probably leave as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely surprising that he stayed at Missouri.
Imagine that them two together right now with
Oh,
Weiss.
stupid.
And we'll talk about how they brought in Theo Weiss Jr. from Oklahoma, and they had Mookie Cooper, who seems to be a field stretcher right now. And with them three together, I'll give you the numbers from last year. Um, yeah, from last year. 3 games, 22 receptions, 327 yards. He had 14.9 yards per catch, 3 touchdowns, 33 return yards. Oh, I'm sorry, that's this year's numbers. My fault. Last year, 13 games. Dino, you give him last year's numbers. I already flip flop
So
and put him.
last year he played in 13 games, had 45 receptions, 375 yards,
Yeah.
6 touchdowns. Then he had 18 rushing attempts for 88 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 151 return yards and a touchdown.
In 13 games, that's a limited amount of
Hmm.
what you would think you would get out of him. Like, yeah, but you did get, like I said, you got 8 touchdowns. He's already surpassed the yard. He's right there at the yardage. He's out what 50 yards behind this year.
Hmm.
He's only 20 receptions in 3 games from what the total was in 13 last year. You know what I'm saying? Now I notice he's not doing much in the return game, but I'm cool with that because if he's going to be wide receiver with number one on that team, let him cook. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. I think not having as much in the return game is what's helping him take that next level this year. Give him just a little bit of breaks every once in a while instead of doing the return and then immediately asking him to run some sort of sweep or some sort of swing route or whatever
Right.
they do at Missouri. Um, but
They got
yeah,
that stacked screen that they do there, where like it's like a bunch formation, 3 guys to one side, two, and then he just
it's
drops
kind of
back.
almost like what Tennessee kind of did last year with Hyatt. Is
Yeah,
what I thought of when I was watching the tape.
yeah. I mean, I noticed. To me, this past game is where like he was just he had 7 receptions for 100 something yards, right? Like he was just every opportunity they got him the ball, it was just instant. Okay, boom. You could see like, all right, this guy's not getting him. He's gonna make a move, and he's there's no like catch and stop. There's always extra
Mhm.
yardage. You know what I'm saying? Yak yards after catch. Now you have to contact for him, but like, yeah, he's a yak dude, and he's just getting better and better. Now we do. I think we both agree that the route tree could get better, but again,
Yeah.
he's what 19 years old.
Yep. It'll come with time.
Yeah, I think by senior year, and again, I don't know that he's going to be at Mizzou forever. Okay,
Yeah.
but for the moment, he's growing, he's blossoming, he's starting to take out the rag and polish up the diamond in this Devy Darling that he is. And I believe you're going to see more highlight catches and plays on a Luther Burden going forward. He seems to have a connection with that QB. I don't know what they don't like about him as fans, but
He
he
looked good
seems
on Saturday.
played hurt, right? Like I guess he's saying that he might not play this weekend. He's kind of banged up, but he's not going to practice. But he's developing a connection with his quarterback. He's his go-to guy. Everything that we've seen and heard about him coming out of East St. Louis, it seems to be coming to fruition in his sophomore season. Is the reason why both of us are behind the stamp that he is Devy Darling. I'm Nino Brown. He's Mr. Get It Done D now on the CFP Nation. This is Devy Downs. We out.